Hey everybody, Grant Deacon, co-founder and CEO over here at Unstack. Want to spend a few minutes with you today to talk about our new Klavio v3 integration. Before we dive in, I just want to highlight the 4 key things you need to know. Number 1, when you turn this integration on going forward, all of your metrics will automatically begin to push to Klavio from Unstack with no setup required. These are things like active on site, viewed product, added to cart, started checkout, and more. You're also now going to have all of the Klavio data and options that you have in Klavio coming into Unstack for your conditional content rules. This is huge. This is really what starts to open up the personalization opportunities and use cases within Unstack. Number 3, we've got better session and data connectivity between the platforms, including more first-party data that we're passing to Klavio. And 4, coming very soon, we will extend what you see today with Klavio metrics and segments in your conditional content rules. So let's dive in. All right, we're in our integrations tab, and this is where you can quickly turn on the Klavio integration. What you'll want to do is just find that here under the Forms, Email, and CRM section. And if you haven't integrated it, you'll click the plus button, which will open this drawer, and you want to add your public and private key to fully activate the integration. All right, I'm in my Klavio dashboard. I've gone ahead and created a campaign. I've selected the test list that I want to send to. And the only thing that you need to do in order to make all of this work is turn on the custom tracking parameters option under the tracking settings. So we've gone ahead and enabled that. And then down below under our UTM params, we're going to add one more called profile_ID. We're going to set that value to be the Klavio profile ID. That's it. The last step in this process is to set some rules up about which content should be displayed to users. There are lots of rules you can set, but for this example, we're going to show specific content to users when we know who they are, and a different set of content to users who are anonymous. We'll use that using the contact exist option, and these will typically be set to either yes, or in some cases, no. This is the power of Unstack. In just a few clicks, we can start to serve up a custom experience for each user based on what they have or haven't done. All right, we've got our page set up with our rules. We've got our email sent. I've got to open up here, so we're going to click on this and see some of the personalization in action on the Unstack landing page. All right, and here we go. Klavio told Unstack that this was Grant that was clicking on that link, and so when we rendered this page, we look at all the rules and we determine which sections to show based on the rule set and what we knew about the user. So here you can see this page has been personalized for me. It's got some of the kind of profile information about the user incorporated into the page, also making this shoppable right out of the box because we know who they are. So you can see those rules that were in the editor that we set up are being applied here. We've got our add to cart calls to action down at the bottom where pushing them to add to cart as well, since we know who they are. So again, everything's working exactly as we expected, and this page is totally shoppable. So I can actually choose a size here. I can add this to the bag. That's going to add it to my native cart where I can check out right here on the page. So it'll push me right through Shop Pay or Shopify checkout if you have that set up. So very easy to use. You can see throughout there's some other subtle personalizations here just about number of items available by size. There's also some pretty cool things that we've done to push shoppable content a little bit further. So one of those things that we're using here is smart links and making the ability for any link to be shoppable. You can see here these add to carts will actually pull up the product details and allow me to add to bag right on site. So I could do it on add to cart, I could make fall in love clickable, anything here, even the image can become a shoppable piece of content where you can add products to cart. So again, very easy for users to be adding this. But let's look at what would have happened if someone who we didn't know came to the page. What would the page look like? Here you can see what this other experience looks like, where we're now asking for the email address. We've got sort of the get early access links, which pushes up to the top to ask for that email instead of having add to cart. So this page transforms to really be focused on getting to know the user a little bit better, making sure we're getting that email address so that we can nurture this user and create a relationship with them. Remember, the majority of people don't buy the first time they hit a page. So getting that email, getting that phone number, really essential for your marketing campaigns to really activate users. And what we can also do is, let's say the user gives us an email here. If it's a user we already know, for example, my email, which was just using the Klavio campaign, that's going to actually change this page. Now it knows who I am. It's connecting everything back to the same email and delivering that personalized experience. So very integrated. The session and the connectivity between these platforms is very tight. So what that's going to really allow you to do as a marketer is create these more interesting, bespoke experiences to connect with customers and to really be able to do more with your marketing and get better results for your marketing campaigns. The last thing we want to check here is to make sure that all this great activity that's happening on our landing pages is making its way back into Klavio. One of the great things about this V3 integration is that all of your events and metrics are automatically set up and pushed back to Klavio. These are things like active on site, viewed product, added to cart, and even started at checkout. So again, taking these two platforms and making them communicate very closely together in order to deliver these rich experiences both on site in the Unstack platform and in your Klavio flows for your email and SMS campaigns. So there you have it, our Klavio V3 integration. Remember, there are 4 key things in this integration that are new to Unstack. 1, automated metrics are now pushed to Klavio. These include things like active on site, viewed product, added to cart, started checkout. Number 2, by passing the profile ID to Unstack, you can now use your Klavio data in conditional content to set better rules, personalize the content on page, and really deliver a better, richer, more interesting experience to customers. Number 3, enhanced session and data connectivity. We've got a tighter connection between Unstack and Klavio, so you have a more connected experience for your buyers. And coming very soon, we're going to expand the options that you have available to you in conditional content to include Klavio metrics and Klavio segments. We can't wait to see what you do with this new functionality to delight your customers, to drive better outcomes from your marketing campaigns. Thanks so much.